News coming in right now. It's a big setback to the Congress party. The Income Tax Appellate Tribunal dismisses Congress's plea seeking a stay of the Income Tax Department's action on their bank accounts. The Congress had sought 10 days stay on the verdict to be able to appeal against the verdict before the High Court. Request for stay by the Congress has also been denied. My colleague Nalini Sharma is now joining us live for more on this. Nalini, what more can you tell us about this big setback to the Congress party from the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal?
Well, Pallavi, if you remember, the Income Tax Department had initiated action against the Congress party for recovery of a total of 115 crores that were owed by the Congress party to the Income Tax Department as tax dues. And they had challenged that order before the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, in which an order was passed saying that the Congress party should have access to the bank accounts because the IT department had frozen the bank accounts. So the ITAT had clearly said that Congress party should be given access to the bank accounts, but at the same time it had imposed a lien on the bank account, which essentially means that there was a legal right of the Income Tax Department to recover those amounts from the money that the Congress had in that account. Just subsequently to that, the Income Tax Department had initiated an action where the 65 crores that were present in the Congress's bank account were withdrawn by the Income Tax Department, keeping in mind that they had owed a total of 115 crores. That action of recovery of the 65 crores was challenged once again by the Congress party before the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. But today the ITAT has dismissed that plea that had challenged the recovery of those 65 crores. And in fact, immediately after the plea was dismissed, Vivek Tankha, who is a lawyer and also a senior Congress member who was appearing for the Congress party before the ITAT, had asked the court to stay the judgment for 10 days so that they can challenge the verdict before the High Court. But even that request has been denied by the ITAT, which means that not only does the Income Tax Department have a right to now go ahead and recover the amounts that are owed by the Congress in form of tax dues, but also those 65 crores that the IT department had recovered will not be given back to the Congress party. So it's a big setback for them because essentially they were arguing that without this money it's going to be very difficult for them to campaign for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections and to conduct any processes regarding that.
Right. Nalini, thank you so much for bringing us that information. Do stay on with us. We've got more news. In fact, in a crucial ruling, the Supreme Court has said that every citizen has the right to criticize every action of the government. The case related to Javed Ahmed Hajam, a professor at Sanjay Gorawat College in Kolhapur, Maharashtra. He's been booked for posting Happy Independence Day Pakistan on the 14th of August 2022. Quashing the FIR against the professor, the Supreme Court said, quote, his words do not refer to any religion, race, place of birth, residence, language, caste or community, and that the Constitution of India guarantees freedom of speech and expression. Under the said guarantee, every citizen has the right to offer criticism of every decision of the state. He has the right to say he is unhappy with any decision of the state. The court also said that if every criticism or protest of the actions of the state is to be held as an offence, democracy, which is an essential feature of the Constitution of India, will not survive. Now, referring to the professor wishing Happy Independence Day to Pakistan, the court said, quote, every citizen has the right to extend good wishes to the citizens of other countries on their respective independence days. If a citizen of India extends good wishes to the citizens of Pakistan on the 14th of August, which is their Independence Day, there is nothing wrong with it. It's a gesture of goodwill, unquote. My colleague Nalini Sharma is joining us for more on this. Nalini, just explain, the facets of this judgment, because it's an important ruling by the Supreme Court.
Well, Pallavi, this professor who was working in Maharashtra but originally belonged to Jammu and Kashmir essentially was charged with Section 153A of the IPC, which deals with promoting disharmony. But what the Supreme Court in its very important judgment upholding the right to free speech and expression has said is that just because he belongs to a particular religion and because he is wished Happy Independence Day to Pakistan, you cannot prescribe any motives to him. The Supreme Court's also gone ahead and said that for Section 153A to be attracted, which is promoting disharmony, for that to be imposed on anyone, there has to be some disharmony that has to be promoted, either on the grounds of religion, on the grounds of race, on the grounds of sex. But no such statement has been made by the professor. Essentially, the Supreme Court has upheld a citizen's right to free speech, saying that every action of the state can be criticized by every citizen if they're not happy with it.